I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya.
They're moving at light speed now to get us reimbursed.
That's because Flagler Beach City Manager Larry Newsom took it upon himself to go to Tallahassee to find out what was taking so long. Hurricane Matthew scraped Flagler County in 2016, causing substantial damage to Flagler Beach, and the city still hasn't been reimbursed. Hurricane Irma made things worse, and the bills are starting to pile up.
And it was actually a very good meeting. Matter of fact, things were moving quickly after our meeting. So maybe there was a miscommunication, but the Department of Emergency Management is actually working very, very hard to make sure we get our reimbursements probably within the next 3 or 4 weeks from Hurricane Matthew.
He says right after a storm, crews often start working around the clock to do debris cleanup, and they expect to be paid.
You know, when you have a city that has a small budget that we have, every little bit helps. So I expect probably in the next 30 days, we'll probably see an additional $600,000 coming back to the city of Flagler Beach.
This portion of WNZF Local News, a service of the Daytona Beach International Airport. Fly to the Big Apple in a New York minute on JetBlue from the Daytona Beach International Airport.
The end of 2017 was a rough one for a boat builder with facilities in Flagler County. Rich Petchke reports.
Sea Ray Boats parent company Brunswick Incorporated reported on Thursday the division lost nearly $6 million during the fourth quarter of 2017, putting losses for the year at over $17 million. Last month, Brunswick announced it's put Sea Ray up for sale, and company leaders say the process to sell the division is underway with significant interest being expressed in the business. The goal is to divest Sea Ray in the first half of 2018. Nearly 450 people work at the Roberts Road plant. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Rich Petchke.
A Bunnell woman is charged with aggravated assault after police say she fired a gun while talking with her husband. John Arking has the details.
The woman, 30-year-old Carmen Owens, was arrested after the incident Tuesday evening on High Street. Her husband, 30-year-old William Owens, told Flagler County deputies he was at his home with a woman he'd recently met when his wife and her mother arrived. After the woman left, the Owens went to his truck and were sitting in the cab when William said he heard a gun being cocked. He said he immediately got out and heard the gun go off as he stood in front of the truck. Carmen Owens initially denied that a gun was involved, but then said she brought the gun just to scare her husband, but didn't think it was loaded. She admitted throwing the gun away between the woods and High Street where deputies found the Ruger 380 buried in the dirt. Carmen Owens was charged with a felony count of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arking.
You can expect some delays or closures in Bunnell next week as crews work on resurfacing roadways. Affected streets will be North Chapel between Woodland and East Howe Street, North Orange, North Lemon, and North Fig Streets from Howe to East Moody Boulevard, and North Peach Street from East Lambert Street to East Moody Boulevard. Also, East Woodland Street from US 1 to State Route 100 West will be affected. The road work is happening from 7 a.m. until 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday, weather permitting. And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.